Welcome to The Secret Place with Steph Bene. 5-minute devotions for hungry hearts and searching souls. Hi there. Welcome to The Secret Place with Steph Bennett. I am here today really encouraged by the questions that some of you have brought. Some of you have messaged me privately. Others have left a few comments. You've given me some great ideas for some things I can try with this little meditation. What I did was actually my wonderful sound person engineer husband did the editing for me, but he chopped off the intro so it's not such a long intro with those waves. There you can take a quiet contemplative time after the message. If you have questions or input or anything you'd like to add to what I'm about to share, I hope that you will add it. I hope that you will write on the comments. I think you have to subscribe to write on the comments, but I hope that you do, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. This message today is from, it's another one from Jacques Ellul, the Frenchman, who lived in the 20th century, philosopher and theologian. This short message is based on Psalm 146, verses 7 through 9. It's entitled, God's Enabling. While we can achieve so much by virtue of our human creativity and ability, God's benediction will make a significant difference. This is not at all to suggest that God simply adds to what we do. It's not a matter of us making something beautiful and then God sprinkling, some sugar on it. Sorry, those are my words. God adding some extra color. Nor is it a matter of doing good and God making it better. This is not what is meant when Ellul writes, all human action is only effective if it is filled with the fullness that God gives it. God's participation changes things rather than merely adding to them. God often changes our priorities. He reminds us of the one thing needful that should be done now. He challenges us about the means that we use. Where we might be coercive, he challenges us to servant leadership. God will always impress upon us his kingdom values where the poor are rich and the way of power is through reconciliation. God sometimes takes away. Sometimes he fills our empty hands. At other times, he completely redirects our priorities and our agendas. I think that's why some of us don't take that leap of faith that goes from, I believe in Jesus, I believe he was the Son of God, to, I want to follow Jesus. I want to be his disciple, because we think, he's going to mess with my life. He's going to change my agenda. He's going to change my dreams. I know that some of us think that. I had that moment when I was 19, and I've never regretted the way God adjusted and directed my life. I didn't know. I had 15 things I wanted to do. I needed the direction. Some of you, like from 9 years old, you know what you want to do. I didn't. I had too many ideas. But there's something here that is just so important that we need to hear it again and see it. God often changes our priorities. He challenges us about the means that we use, the ways we get there. So very often he puts the dreams in our hearts. He's made us to be people who can dream and people who can envision new things, new ways of being, new products, new communities. He gives us that ability to do that and then to go about and try to make it happen. But our human tendency is to take on these dreams, these visions, these ideas, these strategies, and do them in such a way that it becomes our project, and we are at the helm, and we're going to do it our way. I'm going to do it my way. And there's a better way. There's a better way, because when we want to do things our way, very often we won't care or think about the way we're going to get it done. That's what Ellul means when he talks about the means. God changes our priorities and the means or the methods by which we do things. There are gentler ways to do things. There are fruits of the Spirit, Paul tells us, love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. There are ways to walk in those things. And when we choose those ways and we choose to walk in a way that is fruitful and life-giving, very often I'm just going to tell you, it slows us down. We've got to take stock at the way we're doing things. And it's hard because then you'll be like in business, or you'll be, interacting with others, and you'll see, your neighbor going for the very thing that you wanted to do, and then they're just plowing over everybody, or they're gossiping, or they're backstabbing. Ew, and you see all this stuff, and it just makes you so upset and so angry. Or some people, it just makes you want to give up and just raise the white flag and say, forget it, I can't do it. But God put the dreams and desires in your heart so that he could walk with you and you could walk with him as you do them. As you do them. There's not just one way to accomplish the things that are on our hearts to do. So let's encourage one another to do the things God gives us to do. Do the things that are on our heart to do. But do them in such a way that our lives glorify God. In such a way that we're not doing any harm to anybody else. That we're not hurting our neighbor. That we're loving our neighbor. That we're not running roughshod over anyone. But we're walking gently. I think, is it Philippians 4, verse 5, that says, let your gentleness be made known to all. The Lord is at hand. I think it is. Go look it up. In the meantime, have a great day. Press into the Lord. Enjoy his presence. Take a breath. Bless you. Until next time. Breathe. Listen and receive. Take a moment to soak it all in. Until next time.